Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Sunless Seas. We are currently at Mount Parmesan and I am currently looking in the shop because I vaguely remember that I was told that I could get ambiguous eoliths here, and it appears we can. Fuel is very cheap here too, which is very good, but I think I will pick up... How many do we need? We need 2 ambiguous eoliths. I am slightly concerned about the amount of food that we have, but apparently we can buy that here. Oh, it's slightly more expensive than than London, but it is cheaper on the fuel. So overall, it's actually costing less. Let's grab a couple. Let's grab 5. We're going to go exploring, I think. Make sure we pick up a load of food. For some reason, my brain keeps going to Fallen not Fallen London. Sunless Skies, where you have to click over here to keep going through different things. Don't worry about it. I think I'm just having heat stroke or something. It's very hot in here. Then fuel. Okay. Now, hopefully, this doesn't end in disaster. But we are probably going to just see what we can find. Let's go. I'm thinking. Let's go east. Go this way. See what we can find. Last time I did this, it went horribly wrong and we found a shark. But worst case scenario, we'll dive. Dive. What's that? Friend or foe? Can't see the name. Don't want to follow. Just gonna assume it's evil. Can't see the bloody name. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, yes. A 4-stick Corsair. Somehow I don't think I want to play with that. What is this? Oh, straight away. Straight away we found something that I can only consider to be very shiny. Very interesting, very shiny, very different. Glinting. Where the hell is this? Frost found. Now, do you have a dock? This place looks very cool. Anyone who knows me knows that I love my icy places. Stodart's Haven, and there is dock. That's lucky. Normally I go the wrong way. Let's see what's here. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life. But a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Okay. The tireless mechanic has to be here. The tireless mechanic has had enough of frost found. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. Urgh. So glad to see a ship at last, ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy, usually. Okay, so we have a gallide. He needs 20 echoes. Can we just pick him up and stick him in the boat? Spot of rust. Don't see to that. You there, help me with this spot of rust. I like this guy already. Appoint your new officer by dragging him. What is his benefits over a gallide engineer? Veils +1. Veils +8. Fuel efficiency +5. This guy's... get in there. Amazing. Just for that fuel efficiency. Right. Back we go. So we can take tea with the squatters at the dock, we can ask the squatters about the council, or we can enter the frost found. Oh, we need 50 mirrors and we only have 40. Drat. Well, let's create a port report while we're here first. What are these squatters up to? Not all are Iremi or Witherin. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But, for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. Okay. Let's take tea with the squatters on the dock. Some of them wear the robes of the Iremi riddle fishers. Some look like Withern folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. We are keeping the steps of the game of truth, a helpful riddle fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Wither meet here for, he pauses, contests. She finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liquors, pale Withen beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. You keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. Oh wow. That's really nice of them. We can't go in there, so I guess we'll just move on. Sell anything? No. Okay, well we found some, at least we found something interesting. What was that on that other island? I wonder if I've missed something. It's after finding out there was a dock in Khan's Heart that I just didn't bother finding. I could at least do a little bit of a good job trying to find out what's around here. Look at the sculptures on this. Maybe I'm going to have to try and get myself up to 50 mirrors. Was it Veils? Oh no, I don't remember already. Good job. I should have wrote that down. I'll have to watch my own video back. And be like, yes, that's what we needed. The Sycamore Arch? Yeah, Sycamore Arch. What a wicked name. Well, we found icebergs. Don't think any of this is actually all that interesting though. I don't see a dock. I'm pretty sure Okay, let's ignore that then. And continue our little adventure. In this direction. And hope we don't come across something nasty. Ooh, like a blizzard. Yeah, blizzard's pretty bad. I can only imagine a blizzard is ice. Oh god, that's moving. Iceberg. Let's not mess with that. It's got 400 health. And apparently, in the ice, I can't go very fast. Because we're at full steam ahead, but there we go. Okay, so snow slows our boat. Now that's not something I wanted to contend with. Let's go underneath the island. Oh, that's a bit of a waste of fuel. We'll go underneath the island and see if we can sneak around the outside of that blizzard. I'm guessing it cools the engines to lower their efficiency. Which is a problem. Especially if there's lifebergs there, because I'm pretty sure a lifeberg will rip my ship in twain with very little effort. Okay. I don't know why, but I vaguely remember tussling with a lifeberg at some point in... Oh, my light's on. I need to turn that off to use more fuel. Tussling with one in a previous playthrough or watching someone play, and I'm talking years ago now. I remember them being particularly nasty. Keep going this way, hopefully. Out the bat. Hey, Brit? What is Brit? Oh, okay, it was just telling me there was a place to discover on the island. Okay, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. I don't want to wander too far away from London. I'm constantly paranoid that I'm going to just die. Not going to lie. What breaks the water like surfacing Z-Beast? No, it is a Z-Beast. No, it's a rock. In Fallen London, apparently they've done a big rework on the way the Z works. What's that? Is that a rock? Is that a Z-Beast? Oh god. I don't know what that is, but it's freaking huge. Oh, it's Mount Nomad, and it's got 1,000 health. Well, I'm sure somebody in the comment section can fill me in on what the hell that is. Chapel of Lights is some distance to the north. Ooh, we're looking for the Chapel of Night, not Lights. Wasn't I warned about this place? I think I was warned about this place. I vaguely remember reading a comment, somebody telling me that this place is horrible. I love the way it's the Chapel of the Night, but it's pitch fucking black. Wow, never mind, look, it lit up like a Christmas tree. Who wanted to come here? Hang on, let me just have a quick look at me notes. The Gallide engineer wanted to go to the King Eater's castle. Oh, the sigil-ridden navigator wanted to go to the Chapel of... Oh, well, we're here, my dear fellow. I mean, it looks cool. It's like a snowy church. Furtive faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware. The aisle is full of voices. Eat of the chapel's bounty? A smiling priest unlocks the door of the storehouse for you. Here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. You have a nightmare to the well? The well drinks colour, the smiling priest whispers. The well drinks dreams, and the well is always thirsty. This will reduce your nightmare's strength, but also scar you permanently, and increase your wounds by 1. 3 wounds will kill you. I haven't found Port Cecil. I just saw Gather Intelligence, but it reminded me that I haven't done the quest for the Admiralty of finding Port Cecil, as I don't know where it is. Okay, well, let's gather intelligence here. A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you know the name of a ship or two? Provide seasoning for their feast? Oh, we can trade 3 ambiguous eeliths for an extraordinary implication. And a service? We had 5 supplies, but we do not. Seems like a lot of supplies to be throwing. Okay, well, we'll go. Let's eat of the bounty and hope it's not people. They have shark steaks plucked from the sea. Thin slices of cave tuna. Translucent and delicate as paper. Little crimson cakes flavoured with cinnamon and coated with poppy seed. Tomatoes, impossibly ripe and sweet so far from the surface. Gorge yourself, leave with the juices dripping from your chin. We are definitely getting tricked into... I can feel it. Well, your sigil-ridden navigator races towards the chapel. This is the place! Hark! The bell! You give chase. Within the air is heavy. Shh. Oh. You enter to see your navigator shaking a smiling priest by the collar. It led me here. Tell me what it means. Look at it. Look at it. The priest disentangles himself as politely as possible. I'm sure we can find a path to put you on, my friend. He examines the sigil with the professional air of a collector, but we will need your help in return. So, we can pay a price. Our stores are running low. If we cannot feed our congregation, our mission must end. Can you provide? The fresher the better. The navigator has nothing. He pleads for your help. 2 live specimens. Bloody hell. Expensive. Everything needs live specimens. Pay another price. The priest slips his arm around your shoulders. For you, a lesser payment, he whispers. Post no guards on your ship tonight. Ask no questions. And in the morning, perhaps you'd like to join us for breakfast. A red and white smile. Ah. My people. What is it with crazy cannibals at the moment? Okay, well, we need 2 live specimens, I guess. Which is kind of irritating, not gonna lie. Where did I write this down? I need to find a reliable means of getting live specimens that isn't 500 echoes apiece from the Labyrinth of Tigers, because that's really expensive. Because right now we need one for the Claddery Air, and we need one for the frickin' sigil-ridden navigator. Okay, well, perhaps not. Where are we exactly? Okay, so we're right next to the Khan's place. I did miss the Khan's shadow, I believe it is. Let's go have a look, see if we can find that. That's right, we are slowly finding all of the places. Plus, I get a feeling there's going to be something here. But I've somehow missed it, because that's usually how it rolls. It's weird that we got Geiger's Morn. It could just be islands from Geiger's Morn, though. Let's go have a look. Go have a look. Seems... Oh, there's Mount Nomad again. Don't mind me, my dear fellow. We are friendly. We cut diagonal. And a better chance. That place. An underwater place there. I don't remember going to it. We are still looking for that man underwater. I can't remember his name. And apparently that 10% we had is going to go up every single time we go to a place that's under the sea. Under the sea. Or Z, I suppose. Big old fog bank, let's not mess with that. Found Gaeric's scalpel. Or Geralk's. How would you say that? Gux. Oh dear. Game's making me lose my mind, I swear. Oh, Skylar's End, I can say that one. What's it? It's a lighthouse. Amazing. Damn, it's not pointing this direction, otherwise I'd ride it down. Where we're going? This. Like an island game? Yeah, this here. I wonder if that's just for the underwater city place. Am I finding out? I always forget I have the bat. It's so used to not using it. Something under the water, some distance to the south. Yeah, I kind of knew about that. Well, go have a look. While we are here. What? You can't sink. Think. Any minute now. Shallow are these bloody waters? There's a bloody port there. And again, I could be trying to... There we go. I could be trying to, like, drop the submarine, or submarine, on top of the city. Let's go see what this place is, just so I can get a name. Dragon in the Sea achievement? Oh, no. Oh, no. What's this? Bloody Sarlacc. The edge of Nook. A gap in this colossal sea monster's throat has been forced open with thick art metal beams. They strain under the pressure, but hold. As you pass through, your submarine lights pass over a message carved in a floating piece of some unfortunate's hull. Beyond is Nook. Beyond is freedom. Beyond is... the rest is scratched out. Water presses against the airlock door. The breathing and slithering of the beast gives it the rhythm of a drum beat. We're a trespasser in freedom. You don your heavy diving suit and give the order to cycle the airlock. Water rushes in, and you begin the slow swim down into the port. It soon becomes obvious that you are overdressed for the occasion. The people of Nook swim and breathe in the cloudy moor water with no apparent discomfort. Most are naked, with just a few clad in rotten rags that stream from their skin with no concern for modesty. None will communicate with you, if they even can. Those who acknowledge your presence just laugh silently at your bulky suit and unnecessary air hose. You'll need a different approach. Doesn't this seem like a really bad idea? How are they breathing? Is it like air water, or that oxygen-rich mixture that they pump into people's lungs? Descend naked into Nook. At least you're unlikely to run into anyone you know. You undress, every button, every stitch. The door opens. Ice cold water rushes upward. Instinct holds your mouth shut. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Your lungs burn, holding in that last gulp of air. Your legs thrash. You can't hold it in. It escapes. You're choking on water. It forces its way into your lungs, the taste of burning salt suffocating every attempt to grasp, scream, or... Then, through the exhaustion and panic, you realise you're breathing. It's hard work. Your lungs fight against the weight, but it's enough. You can tolerate it, at least for now. The beast quivers with a distaste at your trespass. The waves are flecked with a light. So, we have Nook A Taste for Freedom 3 and Nook Tolerance for Nook Water. Why do I get a feeling that we're gonna become dependent on Nook Water if I'm lucky? A torn, pinned black cavity in the flesh wall offers access to the city's monstrous host. Razor-sharp teeth the size of buildings jut from fatty, garnet red flesh. Many teeth have been quarried out into homes barricaded by scraps of wood from shipwrecks. We have a 45% chance to find Lighton. Did he come here to lose himself in liberty and poverty? Let's go have a look. Oh, yes! We succeeded. A promising lead. You cannot find him among the tooth miners, nor the deep fishers, or the white-eyed Nook weed eaters. But there are those who recognize your sodden sketch. Though signing and a wearying process of elimination, you identify the place Lighton left for, Low Barnet, the submerged parish near London. 2 seconds, let me write that down. Low Barnet. See, I know where that is. Been there plenty times. Oh, see, it's definitely worth coming down here, wasn't it? Gained 1 secret, wonderful. So we can swim upwards, Great Moor. The more you do in Nook, the more Nook will change you. Let's compile a port report. No one here has anything to hide. Actually, no one here is hiding anything at all. I'll just take a moment to ask, where did we get that sketch from? If we're naked. It just came into my mind then. No pen. Of course. You'll just have to record what you remember when you're back in the submarine. I have a bad feeling about this. So we can swim upwards to the Great Moor, or we can swim downwards to the serrated abyss, or we can attempt to mingle with the Nook folk. They may be friendlier now that you're fashionably undressed. They acknowledge your presence a little more. Most shrink back, assuming you mean harm. Others deliberately swim just above you in a crude attempt at intimidation. They carry bone knives or tooth-tipped spears. A few gesture to you in welcome Invitation? It is unclear. The slightly gluttonous water makes speech impossible, so the natives have developed a language of signs. You can interpret the most basic. A finger pulled across a throat, for example, is one of the more polite invitations to depart. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's swim upwards. A twitching cathedral of ivory, flesh, and decay. The moor curves far enough to be swallowed by the darkness of the sea. Entire shipwrecks have been mulched between hooked teeth that dwarf London's mightiest monuments. You can gaze up through the moor. Not many sailors have seen the sea from this angle. Light glitters where the false stars shine on the surface of the sea, framed by the moor's dormant teeth. How ancient is this creature? What happens if it swallows? Bad day. Uh-oh, time to leave. Your lungs, unaccustomed to breathing water, begin to labour. You must return to your ship. Old habits. There, the bright light of your submarine's main beam. The airlock. Boom. You swim into the airlock and alert the crew. Air flows in. You retch the last of the Nook water from your lungs. Return to the crew. Air again. How refreshing. The crew salutes you as you pass. Good. All is well. Anything that happened in Nook shall remain. I do, however, think it is actually time for me to end the episode. Oh no! That just flew by. I just looked at my timer and was like, oh my god, it's been half an hour. So, thank you very much for watching. Any inside information is greatly appreciated. As always, I love to read through the comments, even if I don't always reply, because I'm really bad at replying. I tend to get the comments, read them, and then forget to reply, because I'm that guy. Don't worry, I do read every single comment that's ever posted on my channel, believe it or not, and it all goes into the old brain case, even if I do forget. But, so just repeat yourself over and over and over again. Eventually I'll read it enough times where it just goes into my brain. But please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.